from running around my house cleaning all the hard to reach spaces, so I have 10 cleaning hacks for you. Smells good, although you can't smell me. Anyway, recently my friend Tara texted me. She said, Andrea, how do I clean the spot underneath my microwave? Since we moved into the house, we haven't been able to clean this area. And I said, my friend, I have you covered. So I bet you have some hard to reach spaces around your house that you want a little help with. And you don't want to go out and buy any fancy tools, such as these babies right here. You know I have all the cleaning supplies because, well, this is a cleaning channel and I'm cleaning obsessed. This is super cheap, by the way. I think it's like $8 for all of these. But if you don't have this, I have got you covered. Anything I talk about will be linked in the description box and pinned in the comment section. And of course, nothing in this video is sponsored. Let me show you. Oh, and number 9 is the most satisfying. I could literally go around my house doing this all day long. I don't know why I saved it for number 9. Nothing special about that, but it's so good. Your washing machine, oftentimes there's a lot of stinky odors coming from there. So the first thing that I want you to do is to remove the detergent tray and inspect. Is there any yellowing, any pink bacteria, any mold growing in there? You can see from my washing machine, it's starting to occur around the crack, the perimeter of the tray compartment, whatever you want to call it. And I did just do this about 4 months ago. Prior to 4 months, there was like mold all up in there thanks to fabric softener and, well, who knows what else. Oh, and another tip, always keep that tray open all the time so that it can air dry, because if you close it, it's dark, it's moist, bacteria likes to grow, and then you're gonna have stinky smells more frequently. Now you certainly could go in with your Bissell steam shot. It works amazing, but again, many of you don't have that laying around your house. Here's what I like to use, some rubbing alcohol. You wanna kill that odor causing bacteria. I like to let it sit for 10-15 minutes if at all possible, and then go in with my DIY tools, 2 of them to be exact. Get yourself an old toothbrush. This is going to be designated as your cleaning hard to reach spaces toothbrush. I like to set mine on fire so that I can bend it so I can get the right curve, because as you can see from the inside of this compartment, I cannot get the back wall with just a straight toothbrush. You know the head of the toothbrush, there's no bristles on there, so I need to bend it. Once you bend it and shape it with some heat, let it cool, it's going to be set in place for you to use all around your house. And we're also going to use this little tool a little bit later in the video. Now make sure you bend it the correct direction so that, you know what I'm talking about? Like you can get in the space that you need to. Stay tuned. Now, if you did not bend that toothbrush the way that you wanted to, you can certainly reheat it and reshape it. The curve of this toothbrush fits so much better. Not only can I get inside of this tray, this odor causing compartment, because it's dark inside of there, but I can get the back, I can get the top, I can get the sidewalls, I can get in all those nooks and crannies. You may be saying to yourself, Andrea, Jean, you seem a little too excited right now. I think it's because, I took the summer off doing this sort of filming and I just missed you guys, and I love cleaning, so I get to share it with you. And by the way, my kids are gonna be home from school very shortly. Hi, honey.
Hello.
So these tips and tricks that I share with you are when you have limited time on your hands. Like, I don't have a weekend to clean my house. I have a couple hours every single day. I try to do a little bit. Not every single day do I have a couple hours, but you get the point. Time is sparse. I want to use it wisely, but I want to attack those hard to reach spaces. Then you can also go in with a Q-tip if you want to get around that perimeter, that opening a little bit better. You can get in a little bit better in those nicks and crannies. Of course, a toothbrush works wonderful, but if you want to double the action, get that Q-tip, get your toothbrush, get the rubbing alcohol, and say goodbye to stinky smells in your washing machine, at least from that compartment. Vents, particularly those return vents. The one in my kitchen often looks like a small animal crawled in there, made a nest on the other side, stuck its fur out, had 10 babies. But here's a really quick, easy way to do it. Grab yourself a butter knife, a microfiber towel, and your favorite multi-purpose spray. I just happen to like this mean green cleaner. It has a very subtle smell, although you know that I love all of the smells, but for many of you who are averse, this one is wonderful. You also know that I love my Swiffer. Quick, 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 clean, clean, clean. However, if you can get your microfiber towel moist, it's gonna trap more of that lint and debris and the animals stuck behind your vent than just a Swiffer will. So that's why I like this method. It's more thorough. And can I just say, it is super satisfying. If you could check out the before and after of these vents, you'd be like, yes. And then just use your microfiber towel to wipe around your return vent, any remaining lint, dust. I'm just kidding, I don't think there's really an animal back there, but it definitely looks like it. And I don't have any pets, by the way, so this just air lint floating around. I did this one vent in about 15 seconds. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and I feel like my house smells a little bit better too. Moving on to my third hard to reach space, that microwave, or really any space that you can't quite get in with a butter knife and a microfiber towel. Have you ever thought of using the little brushes that you use to clean your straws? This was the recommendation that I gave to my friend Tara, and she said that it worked like a charm. No longer is she seeing crumbs and lint in different trappings between her microwave and her oven. You can also use this straw cleaning trick. Let's say you have a butcher knife in your kitchen, you took a knife out and then somehow crumbs fell inside there, even lint accumulates. You can just put this brush down in that butcher block. I want to show you all the tight spaces that the straw cleaning brush can fit into. Now your mind is probably like conjuring up the small spaces in your house that you could just have a blast with. Light fixtures. I have these light fixtures in my office and in the bathroom, which I love, but they're a pain to clean, okay? Like I just don't clean them very often because I don't want to have to get out tools to clean it, but today is the day. So grab yourself a ruler. I like the ruler because it's a little bit longer than a butter knife, and sometimes your light fixtures are a little bit longer than that of a butter knife. Grab your favorite glass cleaner. I just happen to like this one, and then you can use it to clean all of those small spaces, get the lint out, get the dust out, get any maybe toothpaste that's splattered up under there. That does happen in my house. You could also use this method to clean in between your vents. However, the butter knife is a bit slimmer, so it fits in between the vents a little bit better than a ruler. Airpods, here I am so concerned about all the germs on handles and remote controls and light switches, but I have no thought about the Airpods that I touch daily and stick inside my ear. My friend, these things are nasty, especially the case. And if you can see sort of the mesh part of the Airpod, there is a buildup of wax on there. So how do you clean these babies without having to buy expensive fancy tools, and you don't want to damage them because they are expensive? You're gonna grab yourself some rubbing alcohol. By the way, you can just screw on a spray bottle top of something else and put it on your rubbing alcohol top, so then you can easily spray it. Then you're not wasting as much rubbing alcohol, you're saving money, you're saving time, you get more surface area. You can also cut the straw to fit the rubbing alcohol bottle, but you get the point. So use your toothpick to really get all that earwax around the actual Airpods. It's just gonna like peel right off, like really gross, but again, satisfying. Like, wow, that's been my ear and I didn't give a care, but now I actually care. I should probably do this more often is what I'm thinking as I'm cleaning this. But when it comes to the case, I like to use a Q-tip because you can get more surface area. It works just a little bit better, again, using your rubbing alcohol. And then I just have a kitchen towel on hand so I can wipe things off that have accumulated onto my DIY home cleaning tools. Before we move into number 6, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure that you do. And can you go ahead and give this video a thumbs up right now if you're finding it helpful, so that way this video can reach more people. Number 6, when's the last time you cleaned your dishwasher filter? I find that I need to clean mine every month. And when I clean it every month, it looks like this. We rinse our dishes before we put them into the dishwasher, and it just like stuff still accumulates all up in there. And if you're having some stinky smells in your dishwasher, the filter may be the culprit. So not only is your dishwasher gonna smell better, but your dishes are gonna be cleaner. Your dishwasher is gonna run more effectively. You can go with your favorite multi-purpose cleaner. I just like to use some Dawn Power Wash. It smells great. I love the product. Again, nothing in this video is sponsored. Number 7, walls, ceilings, and baseboards. Now I own a Swiffer and I love it, but what if you don't want to go out and purchase that and you just want to DIY that? Grab a broom, grab a microfiber towel and a hairband or a rubber band of some sort, and this works just as well. And sometimes you can even get higher because broom handles tend to be very long. Like you get it every place in your house. And I have very tall ceilings in this house. And it's also amazing for cleaning your baseboards. That way you don't have to get down on your hands and knees to clean the baseboards and your floorboards. Like everything in your house is just fresh now, thanks to a broom, microfiber towel, and a rubber band. Number 8, carpeting. I absolutely hate carpeting. My goal is to rip it all up, hopefully in the near future. Have you ever seen carpeting and carpet pad that's been removed from a house? If someone's changing it out, you're like appalled. And I clean mine pretty frequently. Like I just, It's a love-hate relationship. It's soft, cozy, and comfortable, but I digress. What if you vacuum spaces, like your stairs, for example? The vacuum is great, but sometimes you can't get in all those nooks and crannies. The rise and the run of the step, yeah, and like along the lines of it, if you have pets, again, I don't have any pets, but human hair accumulates in there that my vacuum did not pick up. And I have a great vacuum, so get yourself some rubber gloves and just take your fingers along there. You will have vacuumed, and then you go in with your rubber gloves and you're like, oh, really? I thought I was cleaning, but now I'm really cleaning. Number 9, my most satisfying, grooves in your hardware or handles. It could even be light switches. These are frequently ignored areas. We clean the outside of them, like we'll spray them down, but then really get in there. And if you look at mine, especially the one by the garbage can, it's like little boogers along the handle and dirt. And I'm like, oh, gross. I wipe this down almost every single night, but like it's still dirty. So get yourself your favorite multi-purpose cleaner and a toothpick. I could literally do this all day, just scraping the grime from the hardware and pulling it up, and I'm like, oh my word, like, oh. I make it lose track of time just doing this, how relaxed. It's like popping a pimple, although it doesn't hurt. So if you have any sort of grooves in hardware, just get out your toothpick, go to town, yes. And number 10, your garbage disposal. Nasty. And then again, take your toothbrush that we have molded to our liking, but this time I'm deciding that I don't like this angle. So I wanna get it on fire, heat it up, and then I can bend the brush. Now, you're not gonna wanna do this all the time because eventually your toothbrush is gonna break apart. So have 2 on hand for different spaces that you might want to clean, such as inside of your washing machine or underneath the lip of your garbage disposal. You know, that little rubber flap. And so many of you tell me like, Andrea Jean, just remove that part. But in my particular case, it's like sealed in there. I can't just pop it off. So I need to find good gadgets and tools to clean under there because as you can see, it is disgusting. Like vomity boogers and phlegm have grown up inside underneath there. By the way, I'll clean my sink, make it very shiny, but I often forget this area and I'm like appalled. So if you've not cleaned under this area in quite some time, now might be an opportunity, now that it's at the forefront of your mind and now you've got a visual of something very disgusting stuck underneath my garbage disposal. I hate garbage disposals, by the way. So there's a QR code on screen and it will link you to all of my favorite cleaning supplies if you're interested of going outside of the DIY route, which I love both. You can go ahead and scan that. Some of my favorite products will be linked in the description box below and pinned in that comments section. Also, if you're not following me on Instagram, make sure that you do at Andrea Jean Cleaning, especially Instagram stories, because I share sneak peeks, fun things that I do with my family, just random funness. Also, make sure that you sign up for my free weekly newsletter linked in that description box below. Okay, we gotta keep the fun going. So click this video on screen now, thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you, my friend, in the next one.